What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Truth coming at you again. Hope everyone's doing well. If you could do me a favor before we get started, hook me up and hit that like button and share and subscribe to my channel. That really helped me with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it, guys. What the topic for today is? It's kind of on relationships. It's more about what do you expect from your partner, right? I think sometimes we forget that, and I think I've talked about this in another video. Everybody has their own goals and dreams, right? They have their own aspirations, they have their own wants and desires. And while you may be pursuing your own dreams, it's not up to anybody else to help you pursue it, right? If you have a dream, right? Let's say you want to go back to school, you know, something you want to do professionally, or you have something you want to do that's creative, and you're in a relationship, it is up to you to fund that dream, right? It's nice when you have a partner that will help you fund that dream, but it's not a requirement, right? So you shouldn't come into a relationship and cohabitate, or just have mutual obligations, and then expect that partner to pick up the slack for you because you're pursuing the dream, right? It's not their responsibility to help you do something outside of the household, right? And what I mean by that, outside the household, which means you both have obligations, you both have bills you have to pay, right? And let's say your dream eventually will pay off, right? Eventually. But how long is eventually, right? It's up to you as a grown person, as a grown functioning adult, to plan your life according to the resources that you have available, right? Trying to plan your life based off of what somebody else's resources are is not only negligent, it's almost disrespectful, right? Because if they can't, let's say, for example, they can't fund your dream, right? And they're expecting you to, contribute to the household equally, right? I'm not saying that, this person is expecting you to do 100%. I mean, that's a topic for a different conversation. Let's say this person is asking just you for you to do 50%. You do 50% of the household, bills, 50% of the household activities, right? You cooking, cleaning, you're sharing everything, right? Why should they have to do 75% or damn near 100%, and you get to pursue their dreams like they don't have their own dreams, right? And I think that goes back to everybody's a start their own movement, right? So let's say I'm in a relationship and I want to, just for example purpose, let's say I want to start acting, right? Let's say I want to go to acting classes, I want to go to auditions, but these auditions are all over the place, or sometimes I might have to be available for a role, or go for an audition that's going to require me to be gone for a certain amount of time. So I need the flexibility to do so, right? In order for me to pursue that dream. So what does that mean? It means my money is not stable, and it means that my partner is going to be taking on the responsibility of paying for me. And that's that's the key to what I'm getting to, right? Nobody is going to be responsible, or should be responsible, for taking care of a grown-up, right? Now, if your kids have dreams, obviously it's different. You taking the football practice, or extracurricular activities, and because they're pursuing what they want to be, right? That's your role as a parent, to support your kids, take care of them, and support them, and help them blossom and grow. It is not the responsibility of another person, especially a person you're in a relationship with, to help you grow, right? Growing and achieving your goals, while it is a plus if this person helps you do that, should be strictly a solo activity as a necessity, right? So what does that mean? That means your own personal growth, your own leveling up in society should be on you first, right? It is your priority. You cannot make your own leveling up someone else's priority. Now, the great gift of being in a relationship is, all things being equal, this person should be supporting you, right? So when my wife wanted to go back to school, I support her. when she's back in school now, I'm supporting her, right? Now for me, I mean, and that's my role because I'm a little bit more of a traditional man, so I believe in, putting my wife in a better position, as well a lot of men will agree, put my wife in a better position to make more money, because in turn that'll benefit the household and it helps her achieve her dreams. And I'm in school as well, right? So I'm pursuing my degree as well, even though I already have an IT degree. I wanted to go back to school. However, I'm not expecting her to support me to do so, right? Why? I'm supporting her because I want to. If I asked her to support me, I'm sure she would, but I'm not expecting it of her, right? And that is what I'm really, trying to drill in on. You can't expect someone to take your burden. Just because they're in a relationship with you doesn't mean that they have the responsibility or the obligation to fund your dreams, right? So they might have an obligation because you share a domicile to fund the apartment. They might have an obligation that if they're eating, you should be eating, right? I think we could all agree on that if I'm going to go get some food, I should make sure my partner eats as well, right? So that falls in the realm of that makes sense, right? But it is not on the other person to say, hey, I got this acting class, I don't have the money to pay for it, can you pay for it for me? It's not their responsibility. Now, if they do it, great. But you can't be like, when they say, well, no, I don't really have it, because why they don't have it? Because you're not working. So they're paying all the bills. And you can't get mad at them like, oh, you're not supporting my dream, da-da-da-da-da. I mean, they can't support your dream because they're living in the real world, right? They have bills. And if you have children, you have bills, you can't afford to live in a dream, right? You have to adult up. And two, I think a lot of times people be wanting people to support their dreams because they want to just go all in on their dreams, right? They don't want to work hard to achieve their dreams. They feel like pursuing their dreams should be their full-time job before there's any money, right? So you put the burden of responsibility on the other party when in all actuality, the burden is on you to do better. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, right? It's what you do at that time. If you telling me that in order for you to be successful in pursuing your dream, you have to dive in 100% and that the other party must be okay with it, then you don't need to be in a relationship because they have their own dreams that they're putting on hold for you, right? Or they have their own dreams that they had to put to the side because they have children. They have their own dreams that they had to put to the side because life is expensive, right? So in turn, once you achieve your dream with no telling how long that may take, it may take years, right? And that's why I say, I wouldn't jump off the diving board until I got close to it, right? So, an example, let's go back to the acting thing. Let's say, you want to pursue acting, right? Acting has to be part-time, especially if you have a family. If you want acting to be a full-time thing, then you don't need a relationship. All right, you need to be on your mission. That goes for all your missions, right? I'm just using acting as an example. But let's say, you want to become a engineer, right? And you want to get your doctorate in engineering, right? That's going to require a lot of school, right? And that means that majority of your time is going to be focused on getting to that particular degree, right? Writing your doctorate, your thesis, all these things are going to require a lot of time and effort, which means you don't have the time to really devote to anyone else. Now, if you guys are going to take turns and you have a goal that is, and I think acting is a good example, but a bad example at the same time. For example, when your partner goes to school, right, there's an end date, right? There's a goal post that they can measure their success and measure their progress. When you're pursuing acting or some other abstract goal, right? What's the goal line, right? So that's a little bit different. And especially if you're pursuing a business, that should be something you do in your part-time. That should be something you do in your off time, because life requires resources to operate effectively. If you're not willing to contribute the resources into a relationship or resources just into living, and you're expecting someone else to foot the bill, I would submit to you that you're selfish and you don't deserve to be in a relationship. It's the entitlement that gets me, right? Because how can someone else afford you the entitlement of allowing you to pursue your dreams, but yet you don't give them the same courtesy, right? Because you be like, oh, well, when I get on, you won't have to work anymore. I'll be able to take care of you. When is that? When is that particular goal going to be realized that I should devote years of my life to helping you achieve a goal without any progress or any success, right? I think it's selfish, and you can't expect it. If you, like I said, many times in this video, if you get it, that's great. But to expect someone to give you that, Lord have mercy, I'm not sure what this person is driving. They just, I guess, just relaxing. They don't. Yeah, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about that today. If you have any feedback, guys, please comment and subscribe if you like what I've been talking about so far. Yeah, of course, it was an old person just driving slow, Sunday cruising, I guess. And it's not Sunday. But if you have any feedback, comments, or concerns, guys, please like and subscribe to the video, and please let me know if you agree or if you disagree. Until then, I'll see you next time.